Hey guys, this is Hunter with You Don't Know Ball. Today, we're going to be starting a new series. I'm going to call it Mock Draft Madness. We're going to do a mock draft every single day leading up to the draft. So I'm going to try through this process to throw out some kind of like more random trades just to try to spark it up as we see this stuff, you know, day in and day out. I want to make it a little bit more interesting. But I was trying to fall asleep last night, and in my head, I'm like, okay, what can I do that'll be fun on the channel? Because I want to do more mock drafts, not just reactions. And you know what? What I'm going to do in this process is I am going to have a spreadsheet linked in the description every time that is going to track basically the ADP of where these guys are falling in my mock drafts, so you can see how they move up, move down, make it a little bit more interactive. And, you know, hopefully we can get some kind of crazy trades in here as we get closer to the draft. But I want to do one every single day leading up to the draft, and on draft day will be my final one. Maybe I start it every year. I don't know, at the beginning of March, but let's get right into it. As always, if you don't know ball and want to know ball, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know your favorite pick from this draft, your least favorite pick. If you have any trade scenarios that you guys want me to try, leave them in the comments and I will try them. We got a lot of mock drafts to get through, so let's get started. At number 1, we have the Chicago Bears taking Caleb Williams. I think this is a pretty much a slam dunk at this point. You got to go Caleb Williams because with the way he sounded at the combine yesterday, he might have some more interviews today considering it is the quarterback, running back, wide receiver day. But at number 2, we have the Washington Commanders. So I don't know. I think it's been pretty obvious they're probably going to take a quarterback here, and I think that's going to be Drake May. I don't know. You know, Jaden Daniels has been getting a lot of hype, but we see this every year at the combine, and I don't know if that's something that is going to live on as time goes on. If you look at the advanced analytics of Jaden Daniels, they're not nearly as impressive as they are with Drake May. So at number 3, this is where it gets fun. Do the New England Patriots stay here? I paused for a little bit too long there. Do the New England Patriots stay here and take Jaden Daniels, or do they trade out with a quarterback needy team? So I think what I am going to do here is I am going to trade back with the Giants. Now, trade compensation, I don't know how crazy it's going to be. So, you know, I'm probably not going to get this right, but I would assume it's going to take next year's first and maybe like a third this year. I mean, it is only 3 spots, so I could be wrong, but I'm going to force this trade through, and we are going to have the New York Giants taking Jaden Daniels. Okay, now at 4, okay, here we go. Do the Cardinals want to take Marvin Harrison Jr.? I think they do. So at number 5, we have the Los Angeles Chargers. I think Joe Alt is kind of a slam dunk home run pick at tackle. Now, if you want a right tackle, you could go J.C. Latham. I saw Mel Kiper Jr. go J.C. Latham to the Chargers. I think with, you know, Jim Harbaugh's style, they're going to go tackle there. They might go tight end. I know the talk about Brock Bowers, but I don't know if I love the value at 5 for Bowers. So if they were going to go Bowers, maybe trading back with a quarterback needy team. Now here we're back to the New England Patriots at 6. What do you do here, guys? Do you take Malik Neighbors? You could take Malik Neighbors. I think you need to kind of focus on that O-line, though. So what do we do here? Do we trade back with a quarterback needy team? Because this is kind of where I feel like teams can start to come up. Do we amass more draft capital? New England has a lot of needs, guys. They have a lot of needs. So let's say this is, mind you, this is the mock draft madness. We're going to get a little crazy, okay? We're going to get a little crazy. So we are going to trade back with the Minnesota Vikings, okay? We are going to swap picks, okay? And we're going to pick up their first next round as well, or next year as well. So the Patriots in this scenario are going to have 3 picks, and I also am going to have them giving up maybe like a 4th this year. I'm going to force this trade through. And the Minnesota Vikings are going to be taking J.J. McCarthy. So this leaves us at an interesting spot for the Titans. Do you take Malik Neighbors? Do you take Rome Odunze? I don't think they go Rome. I think they want a little bit different. Or do you go tackle with Olu? I know Rand Carthon has mentioned the fact that maybe they're leaning towards a wide receiver. And I think Malik Neighbors would be a great addition to the Tennessee Titans to pair up with Treylon Burks, who hasn't really panned out, and DeAndre Hopkins probably for that last year if he remains on the team. Now, I will say this. I think it's more important to build the trenches. You go Peter Skoronski last year, and maybe you feel like you want to tackle. So here's what I'm going to do. I feel like you can move back a little bit and get Olu. And I think that they're not, they have mentioned, sorry, I blanked there. I was trying to think what I was going to say. They have been open, from what I hear, to trading back. So let's do a little trade back. There's a lot of trades. So Mock Draft Madness has started off kind of crazy. Let's trade with the Bears, okay? We're going to swap picks, okay? Let's say we do not have a second round pick. So maybe a second next year and a early fourth this year gets it done. And mind you guys, this is very unrealistic here, but I'm just having fun with this one as the first one. Also, if you're mad about a mock draft about a dude in his room on a channel with 1,600 subscribers and you're watching and you're upset about this mock draft, I hate to tell you, but you have bigger problems. All right, so let's force this trade. Okay, so the Bears are at 7 now. The Titans just picked up extra draft capital for their rebuild, and the Bears are going to take Malik Neighbors. Okay, now we are in an interesting spot with the Falcons, okay? Do you go edge here? Do you go wide receiver? I don't necessarily think they want to go get Rome Odunze because why? I mean, I think Rome Odunze is a great receiver, but situationally for the Falcons, do you want to put Rome Odunze next to Drake London? Like, they're kind of similar type receivers. They're not the same, but similar body type. So we need an edge here. We could also go corner. I don't think Dallas Turner's out of the question. I know Jared Verse was very well liked by the Falcons last year. And it's very possible that they could go edge here. So give me, I don't know. Yeah, give me Dallas Turner. After the way he performed at the Combine, I know, Combine, but that's where people move up. So at number 9, now I think number 9 is a much better spot for Olu Fashanu. So we're going to take Olu Fashanu to the Tennessee Titans. At number 10 to the Jets, I think Talise Fuaga is an easy pick here. At number 11 to the New England Patriots. Okay. Got a lot of needs, man. A lot of needs. Tackle isn't necessarily here for them. Unless you want to go J.C. Latham, which I don't think would be a bad pick, actually. You could go Rome, but who's going to throw him the ball unless you bring in a vet? Rome at 11 is kind of crazy value, though, if you think about it. Give me J.C. Latham. I think that we're going to have a run on tackles. I think J.C. Latham is kind of really underrated here. So at number 12, we have the Denver Broncos. They need a lot of stuff, too. I think maybe Rome could go here. You could go corner. I don't know. Let's see. You know, I really like the way Nate Wiggins ran yesterday at the 40. 4.28. Crazy fast. Pairing with Pat Surtain. But you got all these other corners here. And I don't think edge is necessarily that big of a need. I mean, they need it. I don't know. Rome kind of sitting here is nuts, but there's just no cornerbacks off the board that they would take here. Dude, I'm sorry. Give me Rome. I think Rome here at 12 is kind of crazy value. At number 13, we have the Las Vegas Raiders. Give me Byron Murphy Jr. Byron Murphy the second. At number 14, we have the New Orleans Saints. Give me no tackles here I really want to take. You could give him Marius Mims, but I don't know if you want to give him a project considering the Trevor Penning thing really didn't work out as we hoped. Give me Jared Verse. Kind of running through these picks now. Since we're going to be doing a mock draft every single day, I'm not going to sit here and explain every single pick like super in depth because as time goes on, we will talk about these players so much. So Brock Bowers sitting here is kind of nuts. And I think there is a lot of corners here that, I think Indy's targeting a corner in the draft. So what we're going to do is we're going to trade back with the Bengals. We're going to move back 3 picks. We're going to swap picks here. And the Bengals are going to give up their second. Or maybe, okay. They'll give them their second, and we'll give them their third. So we're going to force this trade through. So the Bengals are going to take Brock Bowers. I think realistically, if Bowers is there at 15 and the Colts aren't interested in him, the Bengals should be doing everything that they can to go get him. Put him with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. You're probably going to lose T after this year. Give Joe Burrow some more firepower. And now we're sitting here at 16 with the Seattle Seahawks. So what do we want to do here? Could we go Latu? You could also go Troy Fontenot. Move him inside to guard. Or Jax Powers-Johnson is sitting right here. And you have an interior guy that fixes the interior line exactly what you're looking for. At number 17, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think this is a great spot for Cooper DeJean here. Or Nate Wiggins. Or Terran Arnold, honestly. Any of these top 4 CBs. So here is what me and Dobbs are talking about yesterday. We think this cornerback class is very, very talented. But is there really a standout guy like there was last year with Devin Witherspoon? I don't think there is. And I think the hype on the corner class will die down a little bit closer and closer we get to draft. That's just my vibe. I feel like instead of having like 5 corners go in the first, we maybe see like 3. And then the other guys are late or very early seconds. So with that being said, I think I'm going to go. And honestly, any one of these guys would be great here. Nate Wiggins sounds nice, though. I really like Wiggins. Give me Wiggins to the Jaguars. I think he can be a really good corner in the league. I've come around on Wiggins. I wasn't too high on him. Watching a little bit more of him, I like him more. All right, now we're sitting here at a perfect spot for the Colts if they're targeting a corner. You got all these options. So give me... Give me Quinyon Mitchell. Really like Quinyon. Really like him in man coverage. I think it would be a great pick for the Colts. At number 19, we have the Los Angeles Rams. Man, they need a lot of stuff. I think DB might be the move here as well. You could do Latu. You could do Jerjon Newton. Put him next to Aaron Donald. What do we want to do here, guys? I could also see them going Bo Nix, possibly. Let's see. I think like it's going to be a defensive pick. You could also go like a Troy Fontenot to have to play on the interior. And they did. I know he's not a center. Either of these guys are centers. But they did cut their center, I believe, or release their center. But I believe with these guys on, give me Terrion Arnold to the Los Angeles Rams. I honestly think that's a steal for them. You know, he's a sophomore coming out of Alabama. He improved so much during the season, and it's just, you know, such good value here at 19. And I know I was talking about having, you know, here's my thing. I let these guys falls, and then we have runs. Like, that's how the draft goes, the runs. At number 20, we have the Steelers, and I'm going to give them a Marius Mims. Well, yeah, I'm going to give them a Marius Mims. I think that makes a lot of sense to put him next to Broderick Jones. You need to have bookend tackles, and tackle is so much more important value-wise in the first round. And I think there's a lot. This interior class is a lot deeper than, I don't want to say people give it credit for, but it is deep enough where you can get a guard in the second and the third. So at number 21, I am going to go Troy Fontanu. Easily just move him onto the interior. Easy pick here. At number 22 to the Eagles, Cooper DeJean falls right in their lap. I think that's such an easy pick for them. At number 23, you know, I think they need defensive interior, and I'm going to go Jerzon Newton to the Houston Texans. At number 24 to the Dallas Cowboys, let's see what they could do here. You need linebacker. You need interior. I think you need offensive interior help, so give me Graham Barton to the Dallas Cowboys. He's probably one of the safest interior line picks that you can get in this draft. And I think, you know, with Biadasz being a free agent, I think Tyron Smith is going to be a free agent. And he's just kind of getting older, so you don't know if he's going to retire. You need to start building some youth on that offensive line. So we are sitting here at 25 to the Green Bay Packers. Could go Cooley McKinstry. Could go Tyler Nubin. I think, honestly, secondary is the best option here, and I think Nubin is the best safety in the class. Cam Kitchens had a really unimpressive combine, and I know the combine isn't make or break. Tape is really the most thing you want to put your weight on, but mind you, this is a biased post-combine mock draft. Today, we're going to be live streaming the whole day of the mock draft. So if you're watching this video and want to listen to some commentary on the combine, me and Dobbs are going to be live the whole time. It is quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receiver. We're going to be live on our channel. Very easy to come over and find us. At number 26, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's see. Got a lot of needs here. You know, I really think Brian Thomas Jr. would make a lot of sense here if Mike Evans ends up walking, because Baker Mayfield found a lot of success with Mike Evans, who was that big body receiver who was able to go up and get the ball. Chris Godwin kind of was, I don't want to say non-existent. He was still a good receiver, but like it was very obvious who Baker favored, and if you're going to bring him back on a long-term deal, I think that's the way to go. At number 27 to the Arizona Cardinals, we need wide receiver, O-line, D-line, basically everything. And I think Kool-Aid McKinstry here, sitting here for them, is an easy pick as you get a cornerback who definitely has first-round talent. He was talked about a lot coming into the year, and now why is PFF lacking? This is not good. Please don't tell me I have to redo the whole mock draft. All right, guys, we're back. I just redid the mock. Apparently, Kool-Aid McKinstry really did not want to go to the Arizona Cardinals. So at number 28, we have the Buffalo Bills. And I think this is a very interesting pick here. You could go A.D. Mitchell, who's a more big body receiver. You could go Troy Franklin. Now, I am going to go A.D. Mitchell just because of the size. And I think adding that next to a Stephon Diggs, I think Troy Franklin's like 6'3". He's big, but I want a more of a contested catch receiver, which I think A.D. Mitchell can be. At number 29, we have the Detroit Lions on the clock. And, you know, you got Ennis Rakestraw here. You got TJ Tampa. Ennis Rakestraw definitely is kind of more physical guy. I will say, though, Mike Sandstro, I saw a mock with him going here, and I was like, that's kind of high. Watched him at the combine. Pretty impressive. I was impressed. But you also could use an interior O lineman here. You can go Zach Frazier, who's a center. A lot of options here for the Detroit Lions. You know, you do need pass rush help. Am I crazy for putting Latu to the Lions? Imagine putting him next to Aiden Hutchinson. It's kind of a scary defensive line. And also, this is mock draft madness. We're going to get a little wild here. And if you don't like the first draft, guess what? There will be one tomorrow that you might like. At number 30, we have the Baltimore Ravens. Wide receiver, Troy Franklin. Easy, or I think I'm going to go Keon Coleman. Big body receiver. I think it's really going to depend on if he's a first rounder or second rounder based on his 40 that he runs at the combine, which should be today. At number 31, we have the San Francisco 49ers. Give me Tyler Guyton. I think that's a perfect match. Give him a year maybe to develop, or you can play him right now at right tackle. Let him learn from Trent Williams. He's a very big, raw prospect, but can turn out to be a very good pick for them. And easily, Kansas City Chiefs, give me Troy Franklin. Well, guys, we had a lot of trades in this mock draft madness. We had Caleb Williams. Let's see. We had 1, 2, 3 trades in the top 10. I like that a lot. Let me know in the comments, guys, your favorite pick from this mock draft, your least favorite pick. If there's any scenarios that you guys want me to try, this is all about thought exercise. This is not about, what's actually going to happen. I'm not trying to, predict what's going to happen, just different scenarios that could play out here. So if you got a scenario that you want to see, like a certain team trading up for a quarterback or anything like that, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to do that. Also in the description, there is going to be the mock draft madness spreadsheet so you guys can follow along with the ADP of these guys. I know this one's going to be a little jacked up, but you know what I'm saying. So also, if you don't know ball and want to know ball, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. We're growing this page every day. Can't do it without you guys. We're going to be live streaming today as well. So be sure to subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day.